Hello dear students. Today we are we have already started our new lesson, chapter 13, sound. In our previous class we learned about that what is a sound, which necessary condition is required for producing the sound, what are the vibrations, what are the waves. Okay, so simply what is a sound? So sound is nothing but the form of energy which transfer from one position to the another position. Okay, so in today's class we will learn about how sound is produced by humans and the animals. So let's see that. Sound is produced by the human with the help of an one organ, or we can say that it is a one like a structure which is present near our neck. Okay, which is also called a larynx or a voice box. Is called the voice box, which creates the sound. With the help of that, anyone is able to hear our sound, and we can also able to speak with the help of this voice box. So this voice box is generally situated, is not generally, it is situated above the windpipe, also called an trachea, which you have learned in your previous class in 7th class, that where is the trachea and where is the windpipe. Okay, so this is the trachea. So here this is the structure of this of the voice box, which is kept near your neck. You can also feel by touching your finger here that there is a round like a structure. This round like a structure is nothing but the voice box which is present inside that above the windpipe. Okay, so here in that structure there are the two there is a two flap like ligaments called the vocal cords. Okay, these are the vocal cords which are a stretch and create a one narrow slit here, create a one space here by stretching these two vocal cords. Now actually what happens now, there is a, you can see here in that diagram also, there is a one narrow slit or a space grate. We can also say that it is a one type of a slit. So what happens now, whenever the air is exhaled throughout your, when you speak out. Okay, when the air is exhaled when you speak out, at that time these vocal cords starts vibrating. Okay, this air ables to or enables to vocal cords to vibrate, and when they are vibrate the sound is produced. As we know that the necessary condition for producing the sound is vibration. If there is a vibration, then there is a sound. Okay, so when we speak, air is a forced out, means when we exhale the air is a forced out, and they forces these vocal cords to vibrate, and this vibration produces a sound. So this is a simple structure of that the voice box, in which the vocal cords are there through which the air is exhaled out when we speak out, and this air forces these vocal cords to vibrate and the sound is produced. Okay, so this is the whole structure is called the voice box. So we know that the sound of that the female and the male are not the same. They are the different voices, they are the different sounds. Why? Because it depends on that the length of the vocal cord. So generally the length of the vocal cord in males is 20 mm. Okay, it's nearby 20, not nearby, it's a 20 mm in males, and in female it's a 15 mm. It's the length of the vocal cord in the males and the females, and that's why the sound of the female and the sound of the males are different, they are not alike. Okay, so in that type the sound is produced with the help of the human being. You can also try this one activity at your home, how the sound is produced. What you have to do, you have to take two rubber strips, okay, of the same size, two rubber strips of the same size. You have to keep it one another, one above the another one, and stretch them tight. Okay, like that no rubber you stretch. So at that time here you have to use the two rubbers, and you have to keep one another other, and you have to stretch both at a time. After that, blow air through the gap between them. You have to keep little bit gap in between the two rubber bands. Okay, if this is a one rubber band and this is the another rubber band, you have to stretch it, and you have to keep some little bit distance in between these two, and you have to blow the air in between this space. So what happened, as the air blows through that the stretched rubber strips, a sound is produced. Why the sound is produced? Because with the help of this air, these rubber bands starts vibrating. When this starts vibrating, then the sound is produced. Okay, you can also, if there is a no rubber band available, then you can also do it with the help of that the piece of the paper. Similarly, you have to take the two pieces of papers you have to take, and you have to keep little bit distance in between this two piece of papers, and you have to blow the air in between them, and you can also hear that there is a sound produced. Why? Because there is also the vibration is created due to this air. Okay, so this is the simple activity which you have also perform at your home. So how the sound is produced with the help of your vocal cords, means what we say that when we blow the air, when we speak out, at that time the air is a blow out and the sound is produced. Now similarly, like the human beings, the sound also produced by the animals. The animals produce wide range of sounds. Different animals produces different types of the sounds. Okay, not the all animals produce the same type of sound. They also have the vocal cords like the human beings. Many animals use lungs to blow the air that make their vocal cords vibrate and produce the sound. So the animals like a dog, cat, horses, lion, cows, all they have the vocal cords like a human being, and with the help of that they can produce the sound. Means their vocal cord vibrate when they breathe out, and the sound is produced, which we can hear it. But not all the animals have the vocal cords. Okay, some have a different organs that they can produce a sound. So the birds produced a sound with a ring of cartilage called syrinx. With the help of that they can produce the sound in their windpipe. Like that, in our above in human system, above the windpipe there is a voice box. With the help of, in that voice box there are the vocal cords. When they vibrate, the sound is produced. Okay, so in the birds there is a ring of cartilage called the syrinx, which is present in that the windpipe, and with the help of that they can produce the sound. Insects like mosquitoes and bees etc produce sound, like right, we know that they can creating a sound by vibrating their wings rapidly. Okay, they don't have their vocal cords, they don't have an area ring or a cartilage, but they have a wings. With the help of that they can produce a sound. They move their, or they vibrate their wings very fastly. With the help of that the sound is produced. Okay, fish use air bladder to produce sound. Fish have an air bladder. With the help of that they can produce the sound. Similarly, the dolphins don't have a vocal cord like us. Okay, they blow the air, or they can control their muscle with the help of the blowholes. Okay, we know that the dolphins have the blowholes. With the help of that they can breathe. So they can control their muscles with the help of their blowholes and make different noises. And they can also identify each other by creating the different types of the noises. So the different animals produces different types of the sound. Not each and every animal have the vocal cords. See here, the birds have the ring of cartilage. With the help of that they can produce a sound. The mosquitoes, or we can say that the insects, okay, insects like mosquitoes or bees, they can vibrate their wings to produce a sound. The fish produce the sound with the help of that the air bladder. The dolphins with the help of their blowholes they can create a sound. So the sound is created by the animals. Some animals have a vocal cord, but some animals have a different structure. Okay, so this is the how sound is produced by human being and the animals. Now next is a, whenever the sound is a traveled, okay, whenever the sound propagates, there is required some medium. How we can able to hear sound of someone, how someone is able to hear our sound. So when you call up your friend who is standing at a distance, your friend is able to hear your voice, right? So how is it possible? How the sound is traveled? How does the sound propagate? Okay, which medium it requires to propagate it? So first we have to see that what is meant by the propagation. What is the propagation of sound? Which mediums are required for propagating the sound? In our last class we learned about that the three necessary conditions for the making the sound, right? One is the vibration, second is the medium, and third one is the receiver. So the vibration we already learned. Now we have to learn about that the mediums, which medium required to travel the sound, to propagate the sound. What is meant by the propagation of sound? So the medium, the propagation of sound, we will see in the next class. Today we stop here. Okay, all the best for your examination. Do well, solve all the paper. Best of luck to all.